Good evening. Praise the Lord, and He's worthy to be praised every day, always. I will be speaking on alcoholism, and in my speaking on alcoholism, I will say that in the Bible, they drank in the Bible. Noah drank. Noah got drunk, which is understandable on Noah's end because of the fact that he was inside of a boat for 40 days and 40 nights. And when God shut the door of the boat, the ark, God wiped everything that lived on the face of the earth except everybody that was on the boat. Everybody that wasn't on the boat died right before Noah's eyes. Noah knew that the whole world was going to die. Everybody was going to die. And it got to him. So when the 40 days and 40 nights was over, Noah got drunk. He did everything God asked him to do. And we can never imagine what he went through witnessing all of that. And that was a great responsibility on him. So he got drunk. He drank till he got drunk. And it's understandable why he drank, to get drunk. But in today's society, people drink because the problems they are going through in their lives. They don't know how to talk about it, or they don't want to talk about it, so they would drink and drink and drink and drink. Or for different reasons. Some, drink for hurt, losing a family member, loved one, friend, family member. They can't handle the pain. But I'm not really on here for that reason. I'm on here to speak about what alcohol does to you when you abuse it. Some people don't abuse it, and some do. They abuse it, and it causes deterioration in the body. Like the liver. Your liver be at risk when you drink. Kidneys or liver. I think it's the liver. But I've seen what alcohol can do to the body. And it's not a good vision to remember. I've seen people have seizures. I've actually seen somebody have a seizure and die. I've also witnessed somebody being told not to drink anymore, but they didn't listen. They didn't listen. They was told over and over not to drink. They didn't listen. And they died. I'm not saying that drinking to socialize is a bad thing. Drinking to socialize is okay. But it's when you abuse the alcohol, that's when it begins to be a problem. I asked the Lord, what do you want me to say to the people? He said, speak on alcoholism. And I know the reason why he said that, because alcohol plays it's something that went on and still to this day goes on in my family. And it has destroyed my family. Excuse me. From a kid growing up, I've witnessed and seen a lot. And it's not good. I don't know if I said that I would never drink. I might have said that, but when I got older, I drank. My first drink was Red Bull. I'll never forget it. It was a tall can of Red Bull. And I got drunk just for after a couple of sips of it, because I never drank. It was my first drink. So I got drunk the first time I drank one can. And I got sick. But it didn't stop me. Like it don't stop those today. And before this time, alcohol have been destroying lives for years, and people still do it. I'm not to judge anyone, but I am here to talk about what it can do, what it has done. When I say I watch people have seizures, not a good sight, not a good thing. And then that alcohol, when you drinking beer and then you smoking and drinking the beer, that brings on a seizure too. Mild seizures become real seizures. But people don't realize it. And you go to the doctor and the doctor tell you to stop drinking. He's not telling you that for nothing. He's telling you that for a reason, because soon the alcohol takes over the body and it start messing with your organs. And pretty soon you're in trouble because the alcohol has taken over. And most people don't want to acknowledge that alcohol is dangerous, or they just don't care. They care about whatever problem they have. But instead of turning to alcohol, beer, liquor, wine, whatever, instead of turning to that stuff, why not turn to the Lord? Why not just get on your knees and cry out to God? And when you finish crying and you can talk, just talk to God. Why drown yourself in something that you will keep drinking and drinking and drinking, and then it eventually takes over, and then you don't have control no more, because the alcohol is asking for you to drink it, because your body wants it, it needs it, because you didn't drink so much to you can't stop, because your body start asking for the alcohol. Because then you don't want to eat, you just want to drink. People get up. I've seen this, and I still see it time and time again. Those who will get up and they're looking for the beer, they're looking for the liquor, they're looking for the wine. They don't want no food. They look straight for the alcohol. They go straight for the alcohol. Why? Because the alcohol then took over. They don't even think about it. They don't want nothing to eat. They want the alcohol. It's not them, it's the body. The alcohol has taken over. When you're no longer in control, the alcohol takes over. The body. It's like that drug. You say alcohol is not addictive. Really? Alcohol is a drug, and it does take over the body. It's just like being addicted to cocaine or whatever. You become to the point where you don't even want no food. You just want to eat. You just want to drink. But that's a clear sign. When you don't want to eat, you just want to drink. That's when when the alcohol takes over the body. Now, if you eating and then you drink, the alcohol hasn't taken over. If you eat and then drink, and you still doing everything else that you need to do. But if you can't think straight, you shake, your body shaking, and you looking like you need a drink, the alcohol has taken over. Alcohol is just as dangerous as drugs. Alcohol is a drug, just like marijuana, cocaine, heroin, all that stuff. It's a drug. But nobody wants to believe that it is a drug, but it is. And it can kill you just like anything else. And okay. The Lord is pressing me to talk about my family, and I have to obey, because that's what He wants me to do. My brother died from alcohol. He used to drink all the time. And he drank so much, he used to get drunk. And the doctor told him, don't drink no more. My mom told him, stop drinking. When the doctor told him to stop drinking, my mom started telling him to stop drinking. People telling you to stop drinking and you don't, it catches up with you. My brother's no longer here. I had no idea of this until after it happened. But he wouldn't listen to me because I'm his young little sister. But when he died, it hurt so much. It hurt so much. Because he is the one who he was the one who he taught me. He taught me how to tell time. He taught me how to paint. He would be the one who sit in front of the TV and watch his cartoons and eat his cereal. And he wasn't ashamed of it. But whenever my mom would call him to do work around the apartment, he would come and he would do work. If I asked him, can I help you? He would show me. He would show me what to do. And he had these little rhymes that he would say. And my mom would chase him. There was this one rhyme. He would say, and it was called Tampa, Tampa, Tampa. Tampa, 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 Tampa to my heart. I've been eating beats all day, and now I got a 40 is my number, 50 is my pass. If you don't believe me, you can. And my mom would hear him. I can't say the actual words that he would say, but we would get to laughing, and my mom would yell, and I told you don't teach these kids that song. And he would dart out the door, and she right behind him, and we would get to laughing. He was that kind of brother who would make you laugh at times, and he was not afraid to work. He always kept a job, always kept money. And I loved my brother. I loved him. But he drank a lot. So we're not talking about alcohol. I'm not just talking from what I don't know. I'm speaking from what I've witnessed in my own family. My family, my siblings were drinkers from very young. From when they were very young, they were drinkers. And it catches up with you when you get older and you abuse it and you constantly drinking and drinking and drinking. The none of them are here. Except I still have 4 who are. I still have 3 brothers still here and 1 sister. I'm a twin, a fraternal twin. My twin sister, she died at 17 because of her liver. My mom, I love my mom, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about my mom, but my mom drank when she was pregnant with us. And my sister was drinking the alcohol when my mom drank. It got my sister. And when I say it got my sister, I mean that her liver was destroyed behind it. She was always a sick baby. Even I was the one who came home, but my sister was in and out of the hospital from birth. And my mom, I don't know why my mom drank while she was pregnant with us. I don't know. But I know my sister had a liver disease, and it came from my mom's drinking when she was pregnant with us. And my sister always had to take these cod liver oil pills. And it affected my sister's health. That's what I want to say. It affected her health. Now, I don't know how it did affect me, but I don't know in what way it affected me. But I was told that my mom was, when she was pregnant with us, she drank. Now, she never said it, but I was told. That's what I was told. My mom was a drinker. I love my mom. I love my family. But what I'm saying about my family, they drank. And it's a generational thing. Because when the younger ones are watching you drink and party, they want to drink and party too. They think it's okay. And we as adults are not thinking about that. We don't think that when we drink around the kids, the children, that they want to do what they see their parents do. Just like when they want to see what their friends, they want to do what their friends do. Alcohol is dangerous to the health. It's like eating. It could be dangerous, eating certain foods. Alcohol is just as dangerous if you abuse it. To have a beer here and there, okay. But to abuse it, drinking it all the time, it will catch up with you. Drinking beer, drinking liquor, drinking wine, it will catch up with you. It has affected my family. My family were drinkers. my family may not approve of me speaking on this issue, but I have to obey the Lord thy God with what he tells me to do. And I must speak the truth about alcoholism because it's going from generation to generation. From generation to generation. From the oldest to the youngest to the youngest to the youngest. They following and partying and thinking it's okay. But it catches up with you. It's like sin. It's sin knocking at your door. And it catches up with you. And we don't think about it because we too busy doing what we want to do and think we're enjoying ourselves and having fun. But I've witnessed so much in my family with the partying and the drinking and just the seizures. The seizures is so scary. Witnessing somebody have a seizure. And I'm going to tell you, it's sad when you see somebody having a seizure. But you see somebody having a seizure, you better know what to do. And I know what to do. I'm going to tell you what to do. You see somebody having a seizure and they're about to swallow their tongue. You take a spoon and you put it in their mouth and hold down their tongue. How do I know that? I witnessed it. I witnessed it being done. Time and time again, I witnessed it. And heard about it in my family. And getting drunk can cause you to have accidents. An accident that just will destroy you for the rest of your life. People don't think about that either. So if you're going to drink, be careful not to abuse the alcohol. And you got problems and you're facing something serious, go to God in prayer. Don't turn to alcohol. Don't turn to drugs. Those things are so addictive because you keep on, because the more the problem bothers you, the more you're going to turn to the alcohol. Why not the more the problem bothers you, the more you turn to Jesus? Why not turn to Jesus? Why not talk to the Lord and let him help you through your situation instead of turning to the alcohol? We get so caught up in alcohol and then get passed out drunk and keep drinking and keep drinking. And before you know it, the alcohol is taking over and you're no longer in control. But with God, God will take and help you through your problem. You can cry out to him and he will just help you through it. Take that heavy load right off of you. I wish I wouldn't have drank when I was younger. I wish I wouldn't have indulged the alcohol. But I did. I can't take it back. But to God be the glory, I have not drank to the point where it took over to abuse me. Because God stepped in and said, no, not you. I have something for you to do. But I didn't drink it that I turned away from it because it made me sick. But I turned to other things and other things and other things. And God was like, no, no. So I am so grateful and thankful that He turned me away from that stuff, stopped me from doing it. Who knows what could have happened to me if it wasn't for the grace of God stepping in on me and saying no more. And now I'm coming to you, I'm talking to you and asking you to turn away, turn to the Lord. Don't turn to alcohol, don't turn to drugs. Somebody offer you some drugs because you're going through something, say, no, I don't need that. And you go talk to the Lord. You go pray to the Lord thy God. You pray and you talk to Jesus. Because alcohol and drugs is not going to do nothing but make your life more miserable. It's going to affect you, and you don't want that. At least with the Lord, He can help you. He can help you. He can help you feel better about yourself, as He did me. I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for God stepping in, saying no, no, no. I had no business indulging in that stuff. I know what it can do to you. But I didn't think about it. I got sick off of the Red Bull and still went back and drank something else. And that made me sick. And what I do, left that alone, went to something else. And then drinking and then smoking weed. And that made me sick. Why do we do this to ourselves instead of turning to the Lord? Then nobody was preaching to me then, except when I was in Job Corps. I heard Shirley Caesar. Somebody was listening to Shirley Caesar. And I liked the music. So I started listening to the music and buying the tapes and listening to it. And I would play her music. But I still ended up hanging out with the wrong crowd and getting into drinking. But I never forgot Shirley Caesar's music. Never. I didn't listen to it anymore, but I never forgot the songs that I used to listen to because I used to sing them all the time. But I was living in a dorm with other females who just they was not going to church. They wasn't saved. So I ended up falling away from listening to the gospel music back into the worldly music, which is R&B. But God never took His hands off of me, no matter what I did. And I went to church when I was in Job Corps. I did. I went to church like 3 or 4 times. Somebody invited me, I went. But when you don't have the people, somebody in your ear preaching to you, and you have people around you who don't believe, and they partying and going out, that's what I did. I went out with them. I wanted to be accepted with those who hung out and went places, and I hung out with them. But I've seen things go on in my family that just did not, it just destroyed, it destroyed lives. My, 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 my brothers and sisters, they was beautiful people. They were beautiful. All of them were beautiful people and had gifts and could sing. They got together and they would sing. They could sing. They can sing. When they got together and sung together, they can sing. They can sing. And they was able to sing. They was able to cook. They was able to clean. And they was very intelligent people. Alcohol, partying. But then issues, problems. When you have problems, what you turn to? Alcohol, drugs, and not God, not Jesus. And when I heard that my family, my grandmother, was a Christian woman who went to church, and we have a Christian background, I was surprised because of what I grew up seeing. And it's the honest to God truth. What I grew up seeing. So when I preach on alcohol and say that it's not good, it's not. It's not. And we need to wake up and saying, well, we got to die from something. Why are you going to die from that? Why not die a natural death? Why you got to die from something that's going to destroy your organs from the inside out? Why you have to die from that? Why you got to die from drugs and alcohol or cigarettes? All of it is no good. And God did not create us to destroy our lives by having that stuff, that substance, to affect our lives. And it's not only in my family, it's in so many families today. People don't turn to the Lord. They turn to the alcohol.